Good evening. And here's the news now. We've done enough of that. I was wondering what the next YouTube video was going to be about, to be honest. There's a good site which I've mentioned before a few times on this channel, which is whatdotheyknow.com. And it's a freedom of information thing. And basically, you can email, well, masses, I wouldn't say all of them, but masses and masses and masses of public authorities throughout the UK, sending in your FOI requests, and it's public, you see. So it's all on public record. My wall is simply called Paul Dacres. You can log in and have a look at that. It takes you about two minutes to set up an account, and off you go. And I've done this intermittently throughout the council case, which is one of the more memorable moments was when the council admitted that they may have lost the proof that they can charge for trading licences, because of course we all know they never had it. However, things have moved on a bit since then. The council's now taken to issuing its own summons, court summons actually, without a word from the court, and they just produce these things all by themselves. I've used many profanities to describe this. However, I believe a lawyer actually called it acting out with their authority. So I'd ask the question, because the court as well are issuing warrants with incorrect offences on them. And I questioned the court about this in Peterborough, and answer came there none. As is so often with these people when they know they've been caught out. So the police, of course, are still saying that all this sort of thing's been investigated, despite the fact that 30 years' worth of missing trading licence money has never been found, despite the fact the auditor signed off on 30 years' worth of missing trading licence money and said the accounts were fine. That's PricewaterhouseCoopers, by the way. Despite the fact, obviously, the police haven't investigated anything, because about 4 years ago or something, we got as far as the cash had probably gone in someone's pocket. And then the police didn't seem to want to investigate anymore after that, which is strange. And of course, since then, dummy companies popped up. However, I digress. I've had a reply tonight from the police saying I've now been put on a warning for vexatious FOI requests over these summons and warrants, they've never ever been investigated. No one's even ever looked at them. The first time I reported it, it was bounced straight back. So the police, Cambridgeshire Police, say that it is fine for a district council, to break the law by issuing its own court summons. Now we want to get that absolutely clear, because that's the message I've had back loud and clear tonight from their Information Access Office. Now, don't ask me about that, because I don't have access to their fantastic intelligence and logic and all this sort of thing. It's putting on a warning and all this sort of thing. So I do have here the details. Her name is Alison Hayward. That's Hayward, Hayward. The phone number for the Information Access Office is 01480, Huntingdon number, 01480 456 111. And in fact, I think that's the police headquarters. However, when someone answers, you then ask for the FOI office. I've written here. So when they say, "Hello, Cambridge Police, how can we help you?" you say, "Can I have the Freedom of Information Office, please?" And then when they answer, say, "Can I speak to Alison Hayward?" Now, there's no email address, sadly, not one I was provided anyway. So the written postal address, if you want to pause and rewind a few times, is Information Access Office, Cambridgeshire Constabulary, Hinchinbrook Park, Huntingdon, PE 29 6MP. So 6 November Papa, that is NP. So please do phone them or write to them and ask Alison Hayward why a council is allowed to issue a court summons. And if you're having dealings with the courts themselves, please do ask why Peterborough Magistrates Court is allowed to issue warrants without the correct offence on them. And you could ask a whole lot more, actually. But I don't want this one to drag out, really. So, yes, thank you for watching again, and please do. I'll put the details up on the main thing with the video, so it'll make it a bit easier. So, yes, please do be in touch with these fine, lovely public servants who, according to this woman, FOI requests are to scrutinise public authorities more thoroughly. They just don't like answering questions, apparently. Anyway, do have a nice evening,